As I was saying before I was so fucking rudely interrupted on my first video, which might have been a blessing or a sign from God. So, people tend to let their curiosity outweigh their logic. And when it comes down to hunting down things of supernatural ethnic origins, only the white people tend to be like balls to the wall. Let's do this shit. But everybody else is like, yeah, Chief Sitting Bull told us not to go do that. So, we probably shouldn't go do that. And, uh, let's see, Emperor Fujiwara said, no, we should probably not go do that. And so the Japanese are probably like, yeah, let's follow the Emperor's lead. Let's not go do that. And Emperor Qin probably said, yeah, maybe we should probably all sit down and give me golden concubines. And they probably said, yeah, let's do that. And then everybody else, okay, well, we heard about this thing off in Mongolia and in the Himalayas and stuff, and we want to go see that. And the Dalai Lama and them like, oh, maybe you ought to let him live in peace. He's not here to hurt us. And yet there's always some jackass in every clan and every ethnicity that lets curiosity outweigh the fucking logic. So, what do? They want to go find out if the legends are true. Here's that thing about legends. There will always be legends. One day or another, somebody's going to look at this video and say, yeah, James was a legend. So I'm going to go on and hope that happens. When it comes down to things that we don't understand or that we're not meant to understand, there are things that we should not fuck with. Bigfoot, Deer Woman, Thunderbird, Loch Ness Monster, Jersey Devil, Skank Ape, who am I missing? Ogopogo? Whoever else is out there. There are some things that, leave them alone. Because you might not get what you think you're gonna get when you keep fucking with shit. Eventually, if you keep pissing off a dog, the dog's gonna bite you. You keep throwing the cat out and it keeps coming back, eventually the cat's gonna tell you who's in charge and it's gonna scratch the shit out of you. If you keep throwing things at honey badgers and wolverines, eventually they're gonna remember that they're an animal with claws and they can use them to rip your ass to shreds. So, yes, the Tasmanian devil is real. It's not like the one on the cartoon where it spins through walls, but there are some mean little son bitches. Google them. Trust me. Honey badgers, wolverines, Tasmanian devils, those are some of the most meanest little four-legged things you've ever seen on the planet. And you should probably not fuck with them. The same thing with a grizzly bear and a Kodiak and a polar bear. What in the hell would possess you to go fucking poking them with sticks? Well, like I said, sometimes curiosity outweighs people's logic. Now, while we're on that subject of curiosity outweighing logic, since my uncle and I are both watching Hangar 1, and I could use that as a job, because I could surely use a job working for the History Channel. I mean, out of work actor, my career never really took off, but, I like to talk, and I like being in front of the camera. You can't go wrong with both of those. But anyway, so the thing is, you have to understand. Yeah, I don't have a degree and all that crap. But I do have a degree in common sense. And common sense says, okay, so when you look at alien abduction, you have maybe one or two cases known about with black people being abducted. But most of the time, aliens abduct white people. And I'm not trying to say that as a racist, but it's kind of racist. All the reports that come in, the aliens have taken white people, generally women and men, and maybe one case where they've taken an interracial couple, which has been historically documented. But let's take it back to Fire in the Sky. All those people that was in the truck, that stayed in the truck and watched Travis get out of the truck. Okay, true friends there. They never got out the truck to get him. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I blame them. I'm not gonna hold them responsible, and Travis can't either because he should have stayed in the vehicle. The Reginald Denny ass whooping has probably taught everybody that one life lesson: stay in the car. The Rodney King ass whooping has probably taught everybody one lesson that needs to remain, no matter the situation. Stay in the car. Now, there hasn't been too many things about Grays snatching people out of cars. However, in the case where the white lady and her black husband were taken by aliens, supposedly they were the only people known in history to have been taken out of the car. So, okay, in that case, then staying in the car is probably not a good idea. But where are you going to run? Where are you going to hide? Nowhere. You have things from outer space that can move at like lightning fast speed, and you have your wife. A real man's not going to abandon his wife. You know, she might abandon his ass, but he's not going to abandon her. So, you know, it's kind of a cautionary tale, I guess. It kind of depends on how you look at it. But I will tell you this. You don't have too many members of black people. You don't have any of them, like, chasing Bigfoot or ghost hunters or stuff like that. Now, granted, not too many of us volunteer to spend the night in a haunted castle. But, you know, if you offer me $2 million and you say, you got to be here for 24 hours, here's what I need. I need food, a working bathroom, and I need to be able to do what I want, when I want, where I want. You can keep cameras in there and everything. I'm pretty sure I won't be allowed to do any meat spanking or turtle fucking whacking off, whatever the hell you want to call it. Pretty sure I won't be able to do that. But for 24 hours, and I can stay in a haunted house, and I can get $2 million for 24 hours. Oh fuck yeah! I need the money. So yeah, I'm gonna be scared. I'm known to be scared. So I'm gonna say, okay, here's what I want. You know, I want to have a knife, because bullets don't really work on guns, and supposedly spiritual animals and creatures are afraid of pure silver. So I want a knife with a pure silver blade. No humans outside of the cameras. You can install the cameras in every room in the house, and I don't want to have to be forced to explore the house. I want to be able to sit in one or two rooms by myself, and I want a working kitchen. So I want a living room and a working kitchen, a blanket, and maybe a working computer or a tablet or something so I can have some kind of entertainment. That way, 24 hours, no problem. Maybe a PlayStation, a video game, you know, something that's going to keep me there so that I can pretty much say, okay, I'm staying in a haunted house. I'm going to know the house is haunted, but I don't want any humans in the house with me due to the fact that I have been trained to hurt people, and I don't want to accidentally kill somebody in the crew because they jackasses decide they want to sneak back in the house and scare me. No, fuck that. That'll be on them. But if you give me what I asked for, and you give me what I need, then, you know, I'm I'm cool with it. So, you know, it it'd be the thing for me to be in a haunted house. And, you know, as long as you're not forcing me to mount a camera and walk all around the house, 'cause, you know, I'm gonna take the camera to the bathroom. And if I have to take a shit, I'm gonna need toilet paper. So I'm gonna need something to read while I'm in there. You know, and bathroom probably be the only place where I need complete and total privacy. But I also don't want to be one of those people where you're gonna stay in this castle for 24 hours and you have to explore the whole castle because we said so. You don't get the money. Well, then I'm just not gonna waste my time, because why should I have to be your entertainment? You want me to stay in a haunted house? Okay, then I'm staying on my rules. You know, I'm the one at risk because spirits supposedly can or can't hurt you depending on, I guess, your relationship with God or the spiritual realm or whatever the fuck. Now I'm getting completely off track. But, you know, for the most part, when these shows and stuff pop up, you so rarely see black people in them, or people of color in general. Like, yeah, you don't get too many people that's not white. It's like so curious, you know, yeah, let's do this. Where black people are like, yeah, you know, I'm kind of going to have to take a pass on that because I'm not comfortable with it. And, you know, I mean, I've had some supernatural experiences, which is why I believe in the supernatural. You know, yeah, I do believe in ghosts, goblins, trolls, fairies, Bigfoot, Jersey Devil, Ogopogo, Loch Ness Monster, whatever. Nothing is impossible. Or, if I may again, and I do this every time, if I may quote one of my favorite video games, Mass Effect 2, many things are impossible until they're actually done. So, you know, in that, when you think about it, I mean, I have to go back and say it. White people are crazy. I love white people because you guys are willing to push the threshold of crazy until it can't be pushed anymore. And it's like, all right, you got all these shows. You have Ghost Hunters, you have Mythbusters, you have all these things. And 9 times out of 10, there are no people of color on there. They're always white people. So and it's one show where the white people they capture the ghost. Cool. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But there's no black people. And when it comes down to like spiritual, there's lots of haunted places in Virginia. We don't have a crew going around. Let's go find this place. Let's go do that. Okay, cool. Now there was a show on Sci-Fi. I can't remember it. It had one black chick in there, but they didn't really go hunting the ghosts. They went for the stories and everything, and that was cool and everything. And I wish they would have brought that show back because it was a really good show. They had one Asian girl. Well, no, they had two Asian girls. One black chick. There was the only three people of color. Everybody else there were white. They had like 4 white dudes. And it was a good show. It was a great show. I like it. I miss it. Should have kept it on. The Asian girl, Jalen, I think that was her name, because she also was on the thing with the dude from the army who flew around the world going after all these myths and stuff. And she wound up going to that show, and his show either was canceled or went to another network, and he has a new show on now. I think it's on the Discovery Channel. He basically still does the same thing. And I can't remember his name. Cool ass dude. I wish I could have worked with him. And but there's no people of color like gung ho about I'm gonna go and work here and do this. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't work. So when you see these shows, that the only thing you can really reply is that white people are crazy. All right, the show with the old guys, Mountain Monsters, I think, with the guys from Virginia, not the Alaskan monsters, but Mountain Monsters. With Wild Bill and Huckleberry, I think, or are they 2 different shows? I don't really know, but they're all white people. Because Bear was on the one for Alaskan Monsters, and Buck was on the show for the West Virginia Mountain Men guys. Like I said, I don't know the shows, but I like them. I love them. I watch them. And I hope that, as real as they are, I hope they never find Bigfoot. Especially because they're trigger happy and they want to kill him. But if they don't want to kill him and they're just finding him and they're going to do scientific research, but they're not going to capture him and poke him and prong him and draw blood and all that, that's fine. As long as they're not going to do any of that stuff. If they do find Bigfoot, though, this is why I keep saying, you can't offer somebody the hand of peace if you have a gun in one hand, okay? Especially a big fucking shotgun with buckshots. That's not offering me peace. That's offering me a death sentence. So that doesn't work for me. Alright? So if I'm a big furry fucking monster and you're going around and you're shooting at me when I've been doing this since before your people got here, I'm going to be a little bit worried. Same thing with the hellhounds and all these other things. I'm not going to say they don't exist. I'm not going to say that. Because there's no tangible proof that they don't. There's no tangible proof that they do, but there's no tangible proof that they don't. And I said it that way for a reason. Because the hardest thing to prove is that something doesn't exist. And it is to prove that it does exist. And if you've seen the movie The Usual Suspects, the best line in the known universe ever, and I use it myself, the only thing that the devil ever had to do was prove to mankind that he does not exist. And in doing that, he has complete free reign over the world, because when somebody says, the devil made me do it, yeah, sure, the devil made you do it. The devil does not exist. Case in point. So that's like the best line in the known universe. But it's also the most truest line, because as many people that are religious, there's probably just as many or twice as many who are not. So let's go back to spiritual creatures and mythological stuff, okay? 1, I've never seen Bigfoot. I have had ghostly encounters. I have seen ghosts. I'm not ashamed to say it. I have seen them. I've also been attacked by the witch rider from the age of 7 to the age of 15. Now, scientifically speaking, because my know-it-all sibling, or at least she thinks she knows it all, the one that's under me, says that it's blood paralysis. Okay, one, if you think about this, your heart beats at yay so many beats a second to pump blood through your body. If that blood stops, you probably will die. So it can't be a thing called blood paralysis. That's just some way that they call it to cover that bullshit up. But here's the thing. This thing had attacked me from the age of 7 till I was 15 because I would pick on one of my uncles who was attacked by it. And then the last time it attacked anybody in my family, it attacked my dad. And I laughed at him, and it got me within 2 days. But I grabbed a hold of it. You cannot grab a hold of something if it's blood paralysis. But I made this thing disappear, and it has not bothered me in over 20-something years. I'm 42 now. The last time it attacked me, I was 15. So in about 30, 40 years, 20-something years or whatever. My math sucks. That's why I was infantry. But no one's going out to look for the witch rider. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, that's blood paralysis. Bullshit. Ask the people who have been victimized of that shit, and they're going to tell you, how can everybody that has been attacked by this thing have blood paralysis when there's no physical proof that blood paralysis even exists? No. That's just something that the scientists came up with to cover their asses because they really can't explain the fucking witch rider phenomenon. Alright? Not the Blair Witch Project, but the fucking witch rider phenomenon. Because most people don't know what it's called, but usually if the witch gets on you, it doesn't matter how you sleep. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping on your stomach, your back, or your side. If that motherfucker wants you, it's going to get you. I learned that the hard way when I would talk to people about it, and it was like, well, James, if you don't want it to get you, you have to sleep on your side, because you sleep on my back all the time. And it would always get on my chest. So then I'll sleep on my stomach, and it would always get on my back. And it feels like someone's putting their knee in the middle of your spine between your shoulder blades, and they're choking the fucking holy dog shit out you. But they have their knee in your spine, so you can't move. And there's certain points in your spine that you can immobilize a person. And I know this because I'm a martial artist. And if you hit people in certain spots in their back, it shuts everything down. Okay? Like, I'm just not going to make them shit on themselves or anything. So if you were thinking that, you were wrong. But it does stop them dead in their tracks. So, being that I'm a martial artist and I know this for a fact, when that thing puts its knee in your back, oh, you're pretty much stuck. You know, you're there. And it has its knee in its back, and it's got a grip on your throat. But it's like this, not like that. It usually is like this in the front when it's sitting on your chest. How the fuck is this blood paralysis stop you from breathing? Because you still have to breathe. And the thing is, like, you can breathe and you can talk, but the only person that can hear you is you. So within that, you know, you go a little bit crazy. And so I'm like, okay, well, but there's no teams. There's no teams out there saying, well, we're going to go hunt down the witch rider. Because the witch rider generally comes to you. You can't find it. But when I grabbed it, it hasn't been back since. And I said that I'm going to prove that it exists or I'm going to die trying. I haven't had any more incidences with that. No whatsoever. I haven't been choked in my sleep. Haven't had any episodes of like not being able to breathe or talk in my sleep. You know, nothing. None so much more as a sore throat. So check off the blood paralysis. That some bitch is out there. Now, I'm going to have to make another video because this is past the 15-minute mark, and as soon as it hits 20 mark, I'm going to have to stop it. So, plus the kids ruined the last one. So, just to be on the safe side, once this hits 20, I'll stop it and do the last one to this. So, I'm going to say this, you know, with all these people going out, forming all these shows, and all these teams, and all these people hunting down all these mythological, spiritual, and supernatural creatures, there is something, it has to be something out there. Proving that it exists is the challenge. Because sometimes you just can't find the evidence that you need to prove that something exists or does not exist. So, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna go out on a limb that says that these supernatural creatures, forgive me, these supernatural creatures do exist. Whether they're in our heads or in the physical, they do exist. Stay tuned for the next video.